Hi, how are you guys? So far, I see one person in the chat. Hi, William. How are you? Sorry, I just got a text. Okay. Hello, Wade. How are you? And Tybalt has joined already. Here we go. Look at the kitty. Say hi, Tybalt. Yeah. Hi, Virgo. You're a new name. I haven't seen you before. How are you? What's up, J World? Pardon the fan on me. It's like I'm trying to be like a model with the wind blowing in my hair. Just hot. Hot, hot. Hi, driving mistakes of SoCal. Yep, tuxedo kitty. Old kitty. All right, so in your Washington State dash cam. Okay. What I'm going to be doing with this stream is I have like 4 major bullet points that I want to cover, and so I'm going to cover one at a time, and I'm going to go over one, and then if you guys have questions, we'll go over that, and then I'll go over the second one, and then the third and fourth. What I plan on doing with the stream is editing it down to be a shorter video for other people to watch later on. Like if they didn't make the stream, or a lot of people don't like watching streams because they could be too long, I'm going to edit it down for people to see. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and I many times I've almost made it just an actual video. But I figured, let me do a live stream first and answer some questions, and then I'll edit it down. I'll leave the full stream up, of course, but in addition to that, it'll be a shorter edited version. Okay? Hi, Six. How are you? What's up, hot mama? Hi, Robert. So that's the format today. That's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, each time, if you have, hold off your questions till I'm done talking, and then ask away, and I'll answer as best that I can. I get a lot of people asking questions about it in my videos. I got a lot of people commenting, saying things like, "Oh, I can't wait till I can do Uber and stuff," and I kind of cringe because I know for a fact that they don't realize what's involved with doing it. Things that I wish people told me when I started, so I just had to make sure. It just made me realize maybe I should do this video because, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that people don't know. You're going to have to hold your question, Six. What's your question now? No questions. Okay. Oh, it was a hectic day today. Someone messed up my car seat, and so I had to report the person and try and get cleaning reimbursed, which they did for Lyft. So that was good. It was a very quick response. How am I? I'm doing okay. I started working early today because I needed to stop early for this stream, and I was making a good amount of money, and then I had to stop because my seat got messed up. I showed you the pictures. But I'm doing all right. So, but okay. Hello, I said hi to you guys already. Hello again. All right, so I'm going to get into the first one. I'm going to get started already. So I want to kind of make this structured. And then at the end, we can just, BS a little bit until I'm going to get off. I'm not going to be on for like ever today. Okay. Listening on the way to work, it works for me. Everybody's saying hi twice. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see. I even had like a script and stuff typed out because I was gonna make it a full real video. But that's okay. I said a lot of the stuff in this script. So there are definitely a lot of important things that people don't realize. And if you don't pay attention to this stuff, it might make things a lot worse. So, all right. So the first topic I'm going to cover is the most important thing that I feel like people don't realize. You do not work for Uber or Lyft. You're not an Uber or Lyft employee, and that's the biggest thing that people don't seem to understand. And what I've noticed is that seems to make people kind of like they'll start it, but then they get like bitter and mean towards those companies because they want their hands held when something doesn't like happen the right way or anything like that. They want to blame Uber or Lyft. So I have looked at like many forums, and they're kind of not useful, really. I've discovered because a lot of people are complaining. Uber doesn't do this. Uber doesn't do that. Well, they don't because you don't work for them. You're not an employee. So the way it works is that you're considered a contractor, which is pretty much means you are self-employed. You are your own boss, okay? And what they do is they find rides for you, and you use their app for it. It's kind of like the wedding planner. The wedding planner connects the couple to the photographer or to the DJ, that kind of thing. So it kind of works like that. So you have a car you want to put to work, and people need rides, so Uber connects to them. So that's the mind frame you need to have when you start Rideshare. You are pretty much self-employed. So the other 3 points that I have are pretty much branches off from that main one. Is because you're self-employed, you have to worry about these other 3 major things. There's a lot of different things, but I consider these 3 major things. So, do you guys have any questions yet? You guys are all talking about dinner. I just had some chicken enchiladas and rice right before I clicked start the broadcast. Hi, Pathy, you just joined. Just give it just a little bit before I move on. Okay. All right. So the second on there, and like I said, I got an itch. I got an itch. My nose is itching. All right. All right. So the second one is taxes. You have to pay your own taxes. Since Uber or Lyft is not your employer, they don't take out taxes. So you are the one that has to manage your own taxes. The rules kind of are different if Uber is full-time or part-time. And I'm just saying Uber, but the same applies for Lyft or any other rideshare that you are a part of or want to be a part of. So if Uber or Lyft is your second job, it's very easy because all you have to do is have more taxes taken out of your other job's paycheck, and that'll cover it for you. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to keep track of how much you're earning to make sure that you're having enough taken out. When I worked for Dunkin' as my full-time job, Dunkin' Donuts, and I had Uber as my second job, I had $20 taken out extra from federal and state to help cover that. So you have to make sure that you do that. So The difference is if you're going to have Uber or Lyft as your full-time job, your only form of income, then you have to need to put the money aside and pay taxes every quarter, which is, you know, four times a year. So you pretty much have to do mini taxes every few months and send in a payment. You have to get out the I just kind of like lost my train of thought. The IRS has forms for you to fill out, and it'll have a whole yearly package of the Schedule C, because that's what you have to use. And then you use each portions of the package to do your taxes. And so luckily, they let you pay it online, so you can just do payments. If you don't do this, you're going to owe taxes all at once at the end of the year. And that can be a lot of money, depending on how much you make. If you end up being an amazing Uber driver and you do over $1,000 a week, you're going to owe a lot of freaking taxes. So you're going to have to make sure you keep up with that. I lost my place. But it's a part of that is you have to keep track of like expenses and mileage and all that stuff, which I'll get into it. That's my number 4 one. But you can't just let taxes back up like that. You've got to pay every few months, or put it aside every week, like take a certain amount aside every week, and then just in the savings account or something, and then each quarter you pay it, or once a month pay it, because you can pay it online. You can just like do monthly payments right off the bat. It makes it pretty easy. So you're going to end up paying less taxes, of course, because you have mileage to deduct, and that helps a lot, helps save a lot of money. So it all depends on. See, this is why I wanted to do like a regular video and not a stream, because I kind of like mess up my words or anything. You pay less in taxes than you would a regular job, because you're deducting your mileage and other random expenses. Depending on how you do your taxes, there's 2 different ways you can do it, but that's the main thing, is to make sure that you pay your taxes. You have to worry about that. All right. So any questions about the taxes part? Why are you calling my Avenger the Revenger? You guys are still talking about chicken. When did I start Uber Lyft? I started Uber 2 years ago and Lyft 3 months ago, because they didn't have Lyft in Connecticut. Any questions about this taxes stuff? Otherwise, I'll move on to the next one. Nope, I don't see questions popping up. All right. So the number 3 thing that you need to keep in mind is your health care. Again, because you do not work directly for Uber or Lyft, you have to buy your own health care. Now, if you have if this is going to be your second job and you have a first job that already has health care, you don't have to worry about this. But if it's going to be your full-time job, you have to worry about this. And if, let's see. So, or if you're like married or something, I know most of you aren't in this chat, but if you're married and your spouse has you on there, so you don't have to worry about that, of course, too. It's only a matter of if you're by yourself, and then it's going to be your thing. So this is something you have to purchase and pay monthly, so that's an expense that you have to think about. The government does offer discounts, and I have a huge discount through the government, so I don't pay a huge amount, but I still have to have it. And keep in mind that if you don't have health insurance, you're going to get penalized at the end of the tax year. When I transitioned from Dunkin' Donuts to Uber. There was several months in there I didn't have health insurance, and I had to pay $200 and something at the end of the year because I didn't have insurance for a couple months, which is stupidest thing in the entire world. But you have to worry about that. So healthcare is another thing you have to worry about. How much have I earned on a trip? I will talk about that after. So remind me of the question, because that's not really a set, it doesn't have a set answer. Any questions about the third one? All right, so we'll go on right to the fourth one. The fourth one is expenses. You have to think about your expenses. And this is whether it's full-time or part-time. You're going to have extra expenses more than normal. One of the biggest complaints that people have about Uber is that you aren't reimbursed for gas or other expenses. And this is why people can't seem to get what self-employment is, because you have to pay for everything. And that's why I stress you don't work for Uber. They're not going to reimburse anything because you don't work for them. And they're not your bosses. So you're just using their app to get rides, okay? So you have to pay for everything. Car repair, gas, car cleaning, and you're required to have a clean car, so you have to have your car clean. And if you want to provide good amenities for your riders, you have to pay for that too. So there's always the thing of a lot of people have water in their car for people, or snacks or candy. I don't do that, but I did buy an extra cord, phone charging cord, because that's, in my opinion, that's what people want. And they're always happy when I see that. So Uber and Lyft does have a ton of partnerships with ways to get gas discounts, discounts on cleaning your car, discounts on fixing your car, and all that stuff. A lot of discounts everywhere to help you out. So you can at least save money there so long as you pay attention to that. But those are all things that you have to think about, is just stuff you have, extra stuff that you have to pay for. You're going to use more gas than you used to if you're just doing a regular job or whatever. And you're gonna clean your car a lot more often, so you have to be smart about that. You have to pay for healthcare now, and you have to pay taxes now. Well, you've always had to pay taxes, but it's different when it's not taken out of your paycheck right away. Okay? All right. So those are all the points that I wanted to go over, and it's just something you guys need to think about. Something you shouldn't jump to right away without thinking about that and how much is actually involved. It's not like you get in your car, go drive people around. It's kind of like that, but there's more to it. There's way more behind the scenes, and you pretty much have to act like you're a self-employed person. That you're the boss. You're the one that's going to hold yourself accountable, whether you're working or not. So you have to have that drive to go out there and work and make money, and not get lazy and stay at home every single day, because then you'll never make money. When you're not driving for Uber or Lyft, you're not making money because you don't have holiday pay. You don't have paid time off. It's when you want to take a day off, you take a day off, but you don't make money, pretty much. It's like when I went on my vacation, I had to work a lot of hours right before it because I wasn't going to make any money for 2 weeks. So you have to think about that. All right. So that's everything. And it didn't take too long to go through. So it'll be very easy for me to cut up. All right. So now, any questions about this? Whether anything you want to ask about this, I'll try and help you guys out as much as possible if you're interested. Okay. So let me close this. Don't save. Okay. Let's see. I'm reading comments. Hold on. Would Uber passenger not trust any Uber driver that has a dirty car? Maybe. They might think you might be a little skeezy or something like that. They certainly won't like it, and you'll get if the inside is dirty, they'll most likely rate you lower. Because no one wants to get into a dirty car. Even I wouldn't want to get into a dirty car. I hate getting into my friends' dirty cars. So it's in your best interest to keep your car clean. Dashcam 6, you want to chime in on that? You said go for it. I'll get to your question next, Reno. While he types that, I'll answer Reno's. So my longest Uber ride was back when I lived in Connecticut. I was in Stamford, Connecticut, which is like southern, almost the border of New York. And he took me up to, I can't remember the name of the town, but it was in Massachusetts. And it was at the border, practically the border of Vermont and New Hampshire. So that was a 2.5 hour drive. And it was an amazing paycheck because that trip gave me $200. I was done for the day. That was the most I made in a day too. I made $230 because I already had $30 in that morning. And so then I made it up $200. So that was my longest Uber trip. How long till money you earn is in your account? So both Uber and Lyft pay weekly. They pay on Wednesdays, but they both have a quick pay option. So you can literally get your money at any time. I can open my app right now and get both Uber and Lyft to deposit the money I earned today right into my account if I wanted to. So that makes it really convenient if you're like, oh, I need a couple extra dollars to make this bill or to go out and party or something like that. You could just, quickly, hit it and then it'll deposit into your account within 30-ish minutes, give or take. It's pretty quick. But if you don't, then it just deposits automatically every Wednesday. Kathy says you can only use cars from 2000 or newer, 2008 or newer. No, it depends on the state. So Connecticut, you had to be 2005 or newer. And here in Arizona, I think it's 2004 or 2003 or newer. So it depends on your area, the city that you're driving. So I recommend looking it up. Uber Eats does not have any requirements. You just have to be 18, I think, 18 or 19, and you could do Uber Eats. It doesn't matter what kind of car you have. How do I feel about Uber not allowing drivers to have a weapon on them for protection? I'm okay with it. Riders that are also not allowed to have weapons, so nobody is allowed to have weapons. I have pepper spray. So, because I'm allowed to have that. So that's my defense, as well as my cameras. People see the cabin cam, and it helps deter it. So I'm okay with them not allowing any weapons, because nobody's allowed weapons. You can lie if you'd like. If you get caught, you're going to get kicked off Uber platform and never be able to drive for them again. Any crazy passengers? There's been a few. I can't really remember too many of them. I like it happens and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. And then I kind of forget. My shortest ride was, the one that across the street yesterday. The guy literally went across the street and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I had a really short Uber Eats one. It was literally 4 houses up. I picked up the food from the restaurant and I got in my car and I realized that it was literally 4 houses up So I just walked to it and walked back. So I literally just walked from the restaurant to their door and walked back to my car. That's pretty much what happened. So that one was also super short. Lyft charges 50 cents to do quick pay. Does Uber charge? Yes, they do. It's 50 cents as well. So if you want that extra, if you want your money that day or that moment, you have to pay 50 cents, and it's only 50 cents. Yeah, I know. Tybalt's very active right now. He's all over the place. Hey, kitty. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Pepper spray. Yeah, pepper. I got the pepper spray. I keep it somewhere where I can grab it quickly. And then again, I also have the cameras. So in Puerto Rico, it has to be 2008 or newer. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, super lazy customer. And I think they were a college student. I think it was on Yale campus or whatever. How old is Tybalt? He is 12 years old. He's super old. I know criminals don't follow the rule too, but the writers identities have been confirmed. They have their picture, they have their account, they have their credit card. So if they're going to do crime, they're a moron because Uber and Lyft has all their information, and so do I. I'll know where I pick them up and drop them off. Uber and Lyft know where you pick them up and drop them off. You're tracked by GPS the entire time. So if someone does something to you, God forbid, if someone does something, they're going to get caught no matter what. Okay. And in my car, there's even cameras. So they're going to extra get caught. So there's no way to, I'm not worried about that. It has happened. I've seen those videos of drivers being attacked, but I'm not worried. I've done almost 3,000 rides with Uber, and I've only had one person I kicked out, and one person I would have kicked out if I wasn't in the middle of nowhere. So it's a 2 out of almost 3,000. That's fine. Any other questions about that? What happened when I kicked the driver out? I've explained this story like so many times. He was drunk. He tried to get out of my car in the middle of the road. My car locks the doors automatically when I drive over 50 miles per hour. And as soon as I was at a red light, so as soon as I started going, he started screaming at me and getting really close behind me. So I pulled over and told him to get out. And that was it. I kicked him out. He got out, and I reported him to Uber. So he probably just got a warning. The other people probably got kicked off the platform. Uber crime, that's like a dumb criminal moment. Yes, it is. The Avenger's okay. I got it cleaned. I have pictures of the mess that was made today. Let me see if I can find it and show you guys. Okay. Where are we? I'm not going to be able to see your comments while I'm screen sharing. So this dude was dirty. and I saw him get in, and I should have told him not to get in. But anyway, he sat down and he got out of the car. That's not what I want to show you. He got out of the car and left this giant mess on my back seat, front seat. Sorry, this is the front seat. There's like rocks and shit in the corner. It's stupid. It's so stupid. All right. I was so mad. They got reported and they're going to get charged for the cleaning. So riders got to be careful about that. Wait, is that question for me? My mirrors are plastic. I do not have hubcaps. They're rims. They're nice rims. 17-inch. No one's damaged. Well, scratches. I've starting to get a lot of random scratches everywhere. On the back of the trunk for people who put luggage in there, and on my passenger side rear door is starting to get scratched, and it's really annoying. So that's stuff you have to think about too. Don't do rideshare with a new car. So straight out major damage to the car? No. Just scratches because they're getting something in and out of the car or whatever it may be. Little scratches, yes, I've had that. But no major damage yet. This is the first time I've had to report somebody and ask for help with the cleaning. My front bumper, it's still effed up. I got to get the money for it. If someone wants to donate $450 through Super Chat, that'd be great. Hi, Napa. If you could get an Uber ride that was longer than the longest Uber ride you've ever had, would you take it? Yes. The longer the rides, the better. That's one tip I'll say is you could either do a million short rides or a couple of long rides. So I totally prefer the long rides. I got taken to Phoenix last week or the week before, and that was almost 2 hours, and that was great. It was $100 right there for 2 hours, so it was great. Hey, Napa, it looks hot where you are, too. How's that heat wave going? Also, follow me on Instagram because I've been randomly live streaming my drives. I did today on my way home. Any other questions that you're looking for? It wasn't that hot. It was only like 98 degrees today. It's kind of nice. It's been 100 all week. Yeah, you did see I remember you popping in, Forza, really late. Nappy, you missed all my tips. I guess you're going to have to go back and watch. Can you Uber in a Rolls Royce? If it's got 4 doors, sure. I wouldn't. Yeah, there's a Uber Premium, or it's called something different in every place, but Premium, you earn more. Is it much better in Arizona than Connecticut? Yes. I just said 98 degrees was nice. Keep in mind. If it was 80 degrees in Connecticut, it would not be nice. That's a dad joke, Wade. Six. I was just about to ask if you had anything to add, but now you're leaving. Bye, Six. Thanks for showing up. You showed up for the important part anyway. Rolls Royces are ugly. Stop talking about them. I'm going to temporarily turn off my camera and mute myself because I have to blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. Not that you guys even noticed. What different place are there to eat in Arizona? There's a lot of places to eat here in Tucson anyway. Bye, Reno. Tons of Mexican places, that's for sure. Most of it, like, they get their stuff direct from Mexico, so you get a lot of authentic Mexican food here, I guess. But then they have the usual fast food chains. There's a lot of individual places that are good to eat at. Not a lot of Italian places, and I just was realizing the other day I was kind of missing pasta because there's so many Italian and pasta places in Connecticut. Not so much here. Cammy as an Uber driver would be funny. Halo might be kind of boring. Just saying. I mean that in good fun. I haven't eaten in too many places yet. So I can't really recommend hole in the wall places. I like BJ's a lot. There's BJ's brewery. a brew house. I think it's called Brew House, BJ's Brew House. They brew their own beers there. That place has really good food, and I like the beer. Nick is an Uber driver. He's interested in doing Uber. I know that. And he has a good gas-saving car, even though it's small. Nick has a video of why he's not an Uber driver anymore. It's really hilarious. Okay. I lost my. There we go. Put them in the chat. I don't know why people are obsessed with face reveals. The only reason why I show my face is because I was put on the news super early, and when I was starting out, so they kind of put my name and face out there. So I had no choice, but I don't care. Whatever. I saw a truck driver, a pickup truck, being an Uber because they had 4 doors. So they had the extended cab in the back, and it had doors back there. So I've seen I was surprised to see a pickup truck doing that. But as long as you have 4 doors and it's not super old, you can actually do it. It's pretty interesting. Well, you heard it here. Driving mistakes to SoCal, dreams of Halo. It's a match made in heaven. Oh, Forza does too. Why are you guys dreaming about Halo? How many times have I been on the news? I've been on the news 3 times. Fox, ABC, and CBS. They're all up on my channel. One was 2014, and then the other 2 were last year, 2016, at the same time. They aired at the same day. You wouldn't have to be in traffic anymore, Napa, if you had a helicopter. Yeah, even Tybalt did a face reveal. Let's see. Bad pilots in Napa. If I had millions, I just wouldn't work for a living. Tybalt's doing good. He's down here staring at me because he wants to eat. I haven't fed him yet. I keep touching his foot, and it's making him mad. 3 people watched. That's good. I don't even know how many people are watching this one. 7? No. 13? I don't even know. This doesn't tell me really well. You're saving it for a surprise. Oh, yay, new kitty. So, do you live in Tucson? Sick Nick? That's a new name. I haven't seen you around before. Now, but this ain't about you. He's talking to me. I've dropped my phone on my face. You know the thing where you're laying on your back and you're looking at your phone and it falls out of your hands right on your face. Yeah, excuse you, Napa. This is my stream, damn it, not yours. I'm gonna end this stream soon because I'm mildly bored. Hi, kitty. There's a cat coming up here. People want to say hi to you. Oh. Wild Tybalt appears. Now I got cat hair all over me. I'll just leave and put the camera on Tybalt the whole time. Tybalt, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say about that? Huh? Tybalt, what do you say? What do you say about that, Tybalt? Hmm? All right. I've thought about trying to put a camera on him, but he doesn't do anything interesting. He doesn't do anything interesting. It would be really boring. He doesn't go out. He doesn't really come out of this room much because of the dogs, except at night. So it would be a really boring camera. I've thought about it, though. I'm just playing with my cat, sorry. What about it? Ooh, Napa has my plate number. I mean, it's right there. Oh my God. What are you going to do with it? Nothing. Because you can't do anything with it. Itchy eye. No. I'm not going to have anybody join. I'm going to disconnect. I'm not going to do anything, Napa, because you can't do anything about it. The plates don't lead back to me anymore. They're canceled. If you haven't noticed, I don't live in Connecticut anymore. And those plates are not on my car anymore. Haha. Bye, William. Thanks for joining. Looks like somebody doesn't watch Nick and mine's videos. Napa. Doesn't know who Deborah is. .6 minutes and I'm going to end the stream. 6 o'clock, 6 minutes. Don't throw up. That's not good. Unless you ate some poison, then definitely throw up. I found the first video that Nick made where he mentions Deborah. And it's from my favorite video of his. Nick and Becky go to the mall. I think that's one of my favorites. And especially the bloopers from it. It's really funny. Bye, J-Man. Thanks for joining. Freaking hair all over me now. That vid is amazing. I love that video. He puts out some great stuff. His comedy skits should get more views. I would love to do skits to keep it interesting, but I don't think I'm not creative enough to do scripts for that. I gotta come up with new videos to do. I'm getting bored. Oh, I'm getting bored of just putting up compilations, honestly. Good night, Robert. Thank you for joining. It was good to talk to you again. Are you spelling Tucson wrong just to be funny? Uh, 2 minutes. Any other questions or final last words? Napa, I saw somebody with a license plate that was almost like that. It was TO and then with a dash and then SAHN. That made me laugh a lot. Isn't the capital of Alaska Juneau? Mazda's not bad. Ah, did I pass the pop quiz? Oh, Marilyn. Dad joke, Napa. That's a dad joke. I didn't say Mazda was bad. I said it's not bad. Isn't that Minnesota? Annapolis, Maryland? That I've never heard of that before. Guess that's not. I don't know all the state capitals. I almost had them all memorized from Animaniacs because they did that song with the capitals, but I don't know them all because I don't care. I don't need to. I knew the capital of Connecticut, and that's all that mattered. And now I know the capital of Arizona, and that's all that matters. And even then, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I used to have the song memorized because I would sing it with them, but I haven't heard it in like a million years. So now I don't know it at all. Oh, it's 6:01, so I gotta go do whatever. So look for an edited version of this, of the beginning of the stream anyway, of just all the tips. Halo is not a dash cam god. He's just a regular dash camera like the rest of us. Don't put him on a pedestal. He doesn't want to be. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. Like I said, I'm going to edit down the beginning of the video to be more watchable for those of you who missed it. But I'll keep this live stream up, of course. But that's it. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the questions. And I'll see you whenever. Bye-bye.